Hotel history is created for adult audiences. Content may not be suitable for all listeners. Discretion is advised. You're listening to Hotel History. We take you with us through the sordid history and scandals of some of the world's most famous and infamous hotels. I'm Dieta.
And I'm Yael. Let's get started. Welcome back. We have a fun little episode for you. It's all about hotel superstitions, and we're going to go through some well-known and some not so well-known. Okay, we're going to start with the first superstition, which is all about numbers. There's some people who really are disturbed by numbers, and there's two numbers that are superstitious or people don't like to use, I guess, and that's the number 4 and the number 13. Mm-hmm. In Asia, specifically in Hong Kong, in older hotels, the number 4 sounds similar to the word death, so they just don't have it.
Well, yeah, if 4 sounded like death in English, I also might have some qualms.
But in newer hotels, the level 4 is now just used. It doesn't have like rooms you can sleep in. It is used either for the dining area, the gym, the pool, meeting rooms, or staff area. But the number 13 is more common, a common superstition in the U.S. and Western countries, right?
Yes.
And the fear of the number 13, it's a real thing, and it has a name. It is known as, and I'm going to mess this up, triskaidekaphobia?
Yeah.
Did I say
I think so.
triskaidekaphobia?
Triskaidekaphobia.
Yeah. That is a weird phobia to have, but okay. So one explanation for this fear actually dates back all the way to biblical times when Judas was the 13th apostle, right? Disciple. I thought it was an apostle then.
Disciples were like kicking it with Jesus, and apostles came after his death.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I don't know anything. But he was the 13th to sit at the table of the Last Supper. And some of the most famous people actually had this fear of I'm saying it wrong. No, not triska. It's triskaidekaphobia. Some people who had this included Stephen King, who obviously writes horror books, and the 32nd U.S. President, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was so scared of the number 13, he refused to travel on that day of any month and avoided dinners that had 13 total guests.
They should have borrowed the cat
Casper
from the Savoy Hotel.
Well, isn't that why they made him? Because they didn't want to have 13 guests, so it was like for the 14th.
Yeah, he was the 14th guest.
Wow. It goes deep. The fears over the number 13 also have made hotels, buildings, and elevator manufacturers to totally skip the 13th floor. And technically the 13th floor is either the 14th or the 12th or 12A. But according to Otis Elevator Company, up to 85% of their elevator panels today omit the number 13.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a deep superstition. If you have 85% of people, companies like don't do it.
I'm interested to know if anybody does this next one. You are supposed to knock 3 times on the door before entering your hotel room for the first time because it's polite to any resident spirits hanging around.
I don't know anyone who does this.
I don't either. So this superstition is supposed to be a very deep part of Chinese culture, and it's out of respect for the spirits that might be hanging out, and it informs them that it's your turn to stay and gives them a chance to leave the room.
Okay, so I have a few things about this. I think that is a brilliant cover-up to let the person in the other room know that someone is entering and that they need to escape from the balcony. Also, when you say knock 3 times, I think of the song.
Yes.
Knock 3 times
on the ceiling if you... Yeah. It's a good one.
But I think that's just a cover-up for affairs. It's because, like, if a ghost wants to haunt your room, knocking is going to tell them to go away?
Well, I don't know. I've never dealt with ghosts from a different culture, so maybe they have a different ingrained.
That's true. So if you're in China, you should knock 3 times.
Yeah, because the ghosts are going to be polite. They'll be like, "Oh, this person was very respectful, so they can have the room for a few days."
But here, the ghosts are going to be like,
"Fuck you."
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm going to mess with your feet while you're asleep.
Yeah.
And then some people also say that you should flush the toilet to flush away any negative energy in the bathroom, and also open up the curtains if it's daytime and turn on all the lights. It's supposed to bring in all the good vibes, get rid of the bad.
I get the lights. The flushing of the toilet is a good thing to do just to see if the toilet works and that you got like a working toilet.
And if anybody was in there before you and forgot, you don't have to open up the toilet to any surprise.
When they say negative energy, do they mean like a smell? Because that is negative. Yeah. I get it. So our third one is you should not sleep in front of a mirror. This I feel like I've heard, but not really. And it doesn't really ring a bell, but I feel like mirrors are weird. It brings a lot of superstitions. The belief is that your soul will leave your body at night it leaves your body at night while you're asleep, and it may get confused by your reflection and fail to return to your body.
Oh, that's creepy.
How dumb is your soul?
Here's a tip, soul. You should knock 3 times on the mirror.
But a more practical explanation for this is that you're likely to freak yourself out if you wake up and you're bleary-eyed during the night, and then you see your own reflection and you think someone else is in the room.
In my own room, I have done that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes blankets look like faces to me. Some people put towels or sheets over in the mirror as they sleep. I don't think I would do that, or anyone I know, because in Jewish custom that you do that when you're mourning.
Yeah.
And that's like a big no-no. But like, really, you're so scared of your own reflection.
Ever since I watched part of that Netflix show, it was The Haunting of Some Place. The girl in that show, every time she looked in the mirror, she would see a man standing behind her with like black orbs for eyes. And so she would always immediately cover the mirror of any room she stayed in. It was so creepy. Sometimes I think about that.
Okay.
That's why I can't watch scary things. I don't know why I watched it.
The mirror thing I would do is because when I was younger, my cousin freaked me out about this. She's the one that told us about Bloody Mary.
Oh.
And I would test it, but never go to the third Bloody Mary. Yeah, I would test it. I think I never got to the last Bloody Mary. I just, you have to say it 3 times in the mirror. I'm like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And I was like, I gotta go. She's coming.
Some girls tried to lock me in a bathroom at school and do it, and I like fought my way out. I was like, I ain't taking me today.
No, that is not, no joke. That's scary. You can't do that to kids.
No.
And my sister would do that to me. She would lock me in the room and then say, Chucky's coming to get you. With the lights
Kids
off.
so mean to each other.
Mean. I'm like, no. That's why I took the Bloody Mary thing seriously too. I'm like, it's gonna happen.
This next one I never heard. This one was new for me. So you're supposed to arrange your shoes to point in different directions before you go to sleep. Apparently, ghosts use the direction of where your shoes are pointing as a way to track you down when you're in bed. So putting your shoes together neatly or leaving them the way that you stepped out of them makes it easier for any malevolent spirit to step into your shoes and take over your body. So you should have the shoes facing opposite ways because it will confuse the ghosts about where exactly you are. Once again, ghosts, are they stupid?
I think they are, because everything to deter them is like really dumb. It's like,
Or is it just because on the other side of the veil, everything's already a little fuzzy, so you don't have to do that much to confuse them?
But then wouldn't you realize these customs and be like, oh, they're trying to confuse me. I know that's not
I've been
true.
here. Yeah, I've seen this before.
Do they not have brains in the afterlife?
Yeah.
Are they, if they are just floating spirits with no working brains, then
So jellyfish.
maybe jellyfish. Maybe you really do need to like just push them and they go. "Ooh." The next one, this one's pretty interesting, but I have some theories about it. Is that you should occupy all beds. So if you're a single guest staying in a room and normally they'll give you like one bed, but if you end up with double beds, you should go on the other bed and toss the pillows around and turn down the blankets and dump your clothes and towels on it, just to make you send the message that extra company, living or otherwise, is not welcome.
So you don't need... Wait, so you have 2 beds and you're not even willing to let the resident ghost sleep in the extra bed? That's a little selfish.
Yeah, that's kind of... I don't get that one. Oh, so the living guests are not welcome.
No.
That one I get.
I don't think that putting your shit on the bed is going to keep someone who's not welcome in your room out. They'll be like, well, I was going to stay in here, but...
Looks like they have someone. We can't rob them. Yeah, I don't know how that will deter the ghosts. It's a strange one. I feel like maybe this is a custom that single women have done to keep some people out, and they'll like stuff a human form of pillows under the blanket to be like, that's my husband. He'll wake up in any moment.
I always do this just because I like to explode my stuff all over the room, so it's just naturally going to end up on the other bed.
Yeah,
so
there's no room
I guess
for
I'm
anyone.
good with this because I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
The next one is that you need to make some noise, especially if you're at the end of the hall. So if you turn on the television or maybe have a loud phone conversation or something, it's going to show that there are signs of vitality and energy in the room and deter the spirits. Some say you should do this if you are put at the end of a long hall or near an emergency stairwell, as spirits are more likely to gather in the areas of low human traffic. But also that's where the serial killers come up. So you definitely want to make it sound like there's more than one person in your room anyway.
I think it's also too, if you're freaked out by the silence and you need to have that background noise.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's
In a strange space. Yeah.
No, the noise thing makes sense for your own peace of mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it will deter a ghost, because in movies the TV is on half the time when the ghosts are there.
That's true. Yeah. Because they're watching it.
Yeah. It's not like going to scare them off. They're going to be like, what's on? Haven't seen this show.
Can we put some HGTV on, please?
Yeah.
Love those Property Brothers.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one to haunt. Oh, it's right next to the ocean. The last one is about the Bible that is usually left in the nightstand drawer of hotel rooms. The Gideon, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
The Gideon's Bible. And apparently, do not close the Bible if it's been left open upon check-in. So if you come into your room and you see your Bible open, just leave it. The Bible is believed to be good luck and has like a charm, I guess, or has a good luck charm to it. If the Bible is open upon a check-in, it means you might have a roommate sharing the room with you.
Oh, they might. Yeah, that they left their page. You don't want to lose their page. Or I think that also feels like maybe the person who had the room before you was like freaking out or needed to read some Bible to exorcise something. And so they're like, just leave it open. And that's keeping the evil at bay.
Oh, maybe like, oh, Satan, don't come next to my Bible. or something. It's just for people to lay in the guild. I don't think it's like a charm or a good luck thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do know that since the Bible is like, at least the New Testament was very rare growing up seeing it, that whenever we went away on school trips, we would always try to find it in the nightstand. And we're like, guys, it's the Bible. Don't touch it. It was like so exciting. At least maybe for me. I don't know if it was for anyone else.
No, I was always like, why can't they put something exciting in here? Like,
I think the Bible is exciting because it's ridiculous.
No, it definitely has some fun stories, but I wanted some murder mysteries.
Oh. Okay, but murder ghost mysteries in a hotel.
Yeah, that's true. That without
They
I'm a
should have
glutton
that
for
in the Shining
punishment.
hotel. The Stanley, I mean. That would be appropriate. So that was only 7. 7's a lucky number. That's not unlucky. So we're not doing 13. We should have done 13.
We should have done 13. I couldn't find 13.
There's not that many hotel superstitions. There's hotel tips, but that's different. Like, don't put your luggage on the floor in case of bed bugs.
Yeah.
That's a superstition you should live by.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks for listening to Hotel History. You can follow us on most social media platforms, Patreon, and Substack by searching for Hotel History or Hotel History Podcast. If you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify so we can reach more listeners.